Greetings. Welcome to United States History 1301. And my name is Dr. Nika Davis, and I'm excited to serve as your instructor for this class. This particular class will cover a time period from colonization up until 1865. And sometimes people ask the question, why do we study history? Well, there are a lot of answers for it, but one thing is that history provides an interpretation of the past, sort of like a photographic snapshot. And then we take that information and analyze it and compare and do all types of collaboration with it. And the goal is to learn from it and then use that to be a better citizen and also make great decisions moving forward. There are a lot of sources that are used to try to gain an understanding of the past. Some of them are books and artifacts, various archaeological studies are done, looking at old newspaper articles, personal interviews. All of these things help to get a good picture of what happened with various events, various circumstances, and be able to use that in the form of application. Some of the things that we will cover in this course will be colonization, early exploration of what is the New World, the formation of the United States, starting with the American Revolution. We'll look at the new republic with the early leaders, the presidents, and their decisions and how that formed our new government. As we move on into the 1820s, we will discover Western expansion and the implications that went along with that, particularly the removal of the Native Americans and how they were forced west of the Mississippi River. The 1830s will be a time frame known as Jacksonian democracy. During that period, there was more democratic participation, and the United States was growing industrially and becoming a world power. And the United States really flexed its muscles in the 1840s as it solidified its borders from the East Coast to the West Coast and even the southern and northern boundaries. With the southern boundary, the key event was the Mexican-American War in 1848. Then in the 1850s, we will look at the antebellum period, moving into the Civil War, and then finish with a discussion of the Civil War. So that kind of gives an outline of what we'll be covering in the class. Now, some of the things that are important in order to do well. First of all, be sure and check your email, your MyTCCD email, every Sunday or Monday, right at the beginning of the week. And in there, I will have what are known as weekly instructions. And that will give what you need to do for that particular week and the due dates for that particular week. So we will move through the class week by week, and that will kind of give you a guideline. If you want to have an idea of how many chapters or whatever that we will cover, approximately 1 to 2 lessons per week. But all of that will be spelled out in the weekly emails. Now we'll have 3 exams, but before each exam you will get a study sheet. So you complete that study sheet and really go over that and learn that as best as you can, and that will help you to do well on the exams. Now, if you do have any questions, be sure and email me, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can, hopefully within about 24 hours. I'm certain that you're going to do well in the course. Just a little bit about me. I have been teaching history for over 20 years, and so I hope that I can answer most of your questions and what challenges you have. I graduated from Texas A&M University, and presently I'm a history PhD student at the University of Texas at Arlington with a focus on what is known as transatlantic studies. I'm married and have 3 children. 2 of my children are in college, and so they are sitting where you sit now. And then I love to read and travel. I love to write. I've written 2 books. One of them sort of coincides with this particular class, History 1301. I love dogs. I'm just a person that really embraces people. I love working with people of all ages, And I just think that you're just really going to learn a lot from this class, and I'm glad to have the privilege to serve as your instructor. And so as we move into this course, you can get your textbook. You'll get that information on the syllabus. And so get that as soon as you can, and then look for the first weekly email that will give you what you need to do to get started as we move forward. Enjoy History 1301 and welcome to the class.